Today we decided we're going to do a double one because at the was that your first James Kingston golf day, by the way?
Yeah, it was.
All right. Well, it's one of the best golf days of the year, and I'm sure you'll echo that as well. You playing quite a few of them, I'm sure. And apart from being just a fantastic day, the James Kingston Trust. At the moment, we have Haley and our Fiat 500 from Sandown Motors, Fiat and Alfa Romeo in Constantia Kloof on its way to Rustenburg right now, where they should be meeting up with Peter Stradum any minute now. Now, Peter is the manager of the James Kingston Trust. And this goes back to last week. What night was it? Thursday night? Tuesday night? Tuesday night. Where we were at the golf day and the function afterwards. You were there as well, Harrow. Boucher was there as well at his first golf day. And just an amazing evening. But one of the beneficiaries of the James Kingston Trust is the Theart family, and in particular their little boy. And you obviously found out, Boucher, for the first time about their story when you were there, right?
Yeah, that's the first time I'd ever heard about it.
All right. And there was a check handover from the proceeds of the golf day. Harrow handed over to the family from the money made from the golf day, from the trust for that. And I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, 100,000 Rand that was handed over from the golf day. But that's not where it ended. And little, I didn't realize, but little, you were watching this, Bouch, and then suddenly there was this collection that was going around.
Yeah, look, I think it's, I've been to a lot of charity sort of events and that, and you sort of see videos of little kids and people that are beneficiaries to all of these sort of charities. But I think what was interesting for me was when they actually stood up on stage and you could actually, sort of feel and get emotions that are going through that family and what they've been through. The story about him having to nearly sell his car to look after his youngster to try to get that wheelchair, and that is very moving for me. And straight away I just said to myself, well, yes, we're giving them a check, but if we can get them anything more, then let's give it a go. And I even turned to Harry, who was sitting behind me. I just said, what do you reckon? Let's just send around a sort of a pledge form, go table by table, and there must have been 30 tables there.
Yeah.
And I think we managed to raise close to another 30 grand, which was fantastic. And it just goes to show the good people that were actually at that golf day, wanting to sort of support this family. And I wasn't the only one who got touched there. Obviously, a lot of other people got touched as well. So it was very nice to hear that there was extra money that was raised for that family.
Well, awesome, and it just goes to show, that these things are not stage managed. The charity stuff that our sports guys, no matter what sport they play, these are not stage managed by PR companies or marketing people. These are things that come, as you say, from a little quick conversation between two of our pro day cricketers or former pro day cricketers. Say, let's see if we can help more. You guys do have the influence with other people. That is why you are there at so many of these events and give up of your time. And as you say, another 30,000 Rand that went towards that, and it was just an awesome, spontaneous thing that happened there. And there was just so many people that wanted to just give a little bit extra, even if they had given something during the course of the night. So kudos to you and to the celebs that were there as well, and to Harrow and everyone for getting that going, because it'll certainly help, as you say, in getting that little bit extra to try and help this little boy.
Absolutely. I think, once the guy actually spoke there and he was in tears and that, you don't want to sort of prey on that, but I mean, it's difficult to turn away from that and say, you look at yourself and you look at your life and you go, I'm very happy and very comfortable in the way that I'm living, and just a small little bit of a donation I can give to a family that will really help him go a long way. It's not a lot at all to try and help someone else who's really struggling.
All right, well, we're going to be having a chat to the family. Our Wingz of Change, as I say, our Wingz of Change vehicle, our Fiat 500's on the way to Rustenburg. It should be there right now. They're hooking up with Peter, the manager of the trust, and then he's going to take Haley, our resident angel, off to the Theart family home. I think they might be expecting someone's coming over, but they don't know what for. And then we were going to have a chat to them. We'll get the background to the story of their little boy, and then hopefully give them some more good news as well. And you're there now with who?
I'm here with Peter and the Theart family and their son Dylan.
All right. Let's have a quick chat to Peter and put him on there and just find a little bit more about the James Kingston Trust. Peter, how's it going?
Well, and yourself, Darren?
Good. Nice to see you again. Nice to chat to you. Paul Harris is here as well. Of course, someone who was one of the celebs that helped raise so much money for the James Kingston Trust. And obviously the Theart family are just one of the beneficiaries, right?
That's absolutely right, Darren. We've got about 15 to 16 beneficiaries currently of the trust, and obviously it's been going on for a couple of years, and hopefully we can continue the good work that we are able to do in Rustenburg and around the area of Rustenburg.
Absolutely, and I mean, there's James Kingston is such a generous guy himself. I know he's attended other golf events. He's done it regularly with our Wingz of Change, and previously our Angels Golf Days, where he has helped raise money, and not only that, he's also contributed himself as well to those causes. So he's just an amazing guy. I know he's playing golf at the Nelson Mandela Championship at the moment. How's he doing, Johnny?
Here we are, +1, Darren.
He's +1 at the moment,
yes.
Peter. So there we go. But I think the whole emotional sort of high at the golf day was when we heard the Theart, Dylan's mom and dad, address the crowd there, and it was just one of the most emotional, heartfelt speeches that we ever heard.
Absolutely, Darren, and I think, like you say, it was absolutely heartfelt. I think it spoke to the inner core of everybody that was there at the night. I think it was honest, and it was dead right, according to what they were feeling at the time. And standing with them today, witnessing some of the change that is brought along as a result of the golf day, I think it's wonderful to see that and see a little bit of good things happening to people that's been through so much in the past.
Well, listen, you guys, and I know you do a lot of the groundwork there while James is busy playing golf and is also very busy himself. James also does a lot of work, obviously, but kudos to you for the James Kingston Trust and all the hard work you do, Peter. Let's have a chat to Dylan's dad or mom, whoever's standing by, to maybe just chat to us very quickly and give us a little bit of background to Dylan's condition.
We've got Rolandi, Dylan's mom, here with us.
Okay. Hi, Rolandi.
Hi, Darren. How are you?
All right, thanks. It's good to see you again. And yeah, we were really. It was really heart-wrenching to see both you and Dylan's dad up on the stage and tell Dylan's story. Just for our listeners, just give us a little bit of a background, because obviously a lot of them, well, they wouldn't have been there. So just tell us the story of Dylan, what he suffers from, and what kind of commitments are needed from you to be able to treat him.
Yes, Darren, he was an ex-prem baby. He was born 27 weeks. He weighed 1 kilo. He had hydrocephalus on the right side of his brain. So yeah, they had to put in a BP shunt to drain the fluid. And with that, he had right frontal bleeding that caused, he was left hemi, spastic on the left side. But he grew up as a normal child. He was just a bit... He battled to study, but that didn't keep him away from doing everything he could have done. And then last year, October, the shunt broke off against his head bone. So there was a bit of the shunt stuck in the tube, stuck in his ventricles. Doctor said he had to remove it because it was causing infection in the brain. So they had him on 2 weeks on external drain to drain the fluid. After that, they had to remove it, and the first try was totally disaster. He couldn't get hold of the tube. When he came out of that on the 17th of April, he was totally quadriplegic. He was spastic. He was as he was now. And from there, he was 2 months in ICU. He was transferred to Morningside ICU to do a trachea. He couldn't get air through from the nose to from the throat to the nose and the mouth. He's got a peg tube in. He can't eat. He can't speak. He's totally bedbound. And yeah, from there now he needs some special food. It's really, really expensive. He can eat only through the stomach, and yeah, that's most important. And the chair and the bath lift and everything that goes with that.
Well, how old is Dylan?
He's 14 and a half.
And what do the doctors say? I mean, prognosis-wise, the way forward. I mean, what do they say?
Prognosis-wise, they don't think he's ever going to walk again, speak, nothing. we don't want to believe that. They just did an operation on his right hip because he broke the hip because of the spasticity on his muscles. So they took a piece of the femur bone that goes into your on your hip. They had to take that out because it was causing friction against each other. So he will, in any case, never walk on that leg again. So that's why we had to get a special wheelchair for him to sit comfortably, and the pelvic is straight and everything is just comfortable for him.
Yeah. Well,
He's
look,
been through so much.
just don't ever give up or stop believing. Just keep staying positive, and that's the best you can do for Dylan. And I know it is expensive, and it must be costing you guys an absolute fortune. And thanks to the James Kingston Trust, I know that they handed over a big check on the evening from the proceeds of the golf day. We spoke to Mark Boucher just a little bit earlier. And after that handover had happened, Mark, and together with one of his colleagues who's sitting here, Paul Harris, he's listening to you right now.
Hi, how are you? Are you well?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
Very good, thank you.
We were all there at the golf day, and it's, as Mark said, it just, hearing your story, it just sparked him into action. And him and Harrow got this pledge form after the handover, the check, for people just to see if we can try and help out with something else. And it went around, and when it came past me, Harrow, the thing I saw there was just how many people had added their name, didn't even hesitate, put their name down, and whether it was $1,000 or $500 or 2,000 rand or whatever it was, they added more money to that fund.
Yeah, I just think it was something that Mark Boucher came to me and said, "Listen, what do you think?" I said, "Well, I think it's a very good idea," and we got everyone to put a bit of money down, as Darren said. And when I heard your husband speak, it really, was really emotional for me. I've got 2 young children, and to go through something like that, I don't know how you guys have done that, and you have, and you're so positive about it. So it really hit home for me, and I think every little bit can help. So that's what we try to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Thanks.
So from those pledges, as I say, I'm not quite sure what the final amount was over and above the check you got, but one of the commitments we made, and that's why we've got Hayley there with you, and our Wingz of Change crew. Unfortunately, our ER24 crew, you can understand, are incredibly busy today with all the Nelson Mandela things going on. So they couldn't be with us. Normally they'd be in tow, but Hayley and Richard, our cameraman, are there. And for the Wingz of Change, what we wanted to do, and the decision we made there and then that evening when I saw that pledge form, was to add another 10,000 Rand. I know it's a small amount for the amount of cost that you guys are building up with Dylan, but we want to add to that 10,000 Rand from the Wingz of Change fund, especially for Dylan and for you guys, for the family, okay?
Oh, thank you very much. No, that will really, really help a lot. We still need to get a lot of things that can make him comfortable.
Well,
So thank you very much.
Any little bit that can help, that's what we're here for. And a big thank you to James Kingston, also to Mark Boucher, and to Paul Harris, because that's what today, basically, if it wasn't for them and that list that went around, we might not be talking to you now, but we certainly are, and we certainly wish you guys all the best. So God bless you, your family, the whole Theart family, and to Peter as well, pass it on with the James Kingston Trust, and and we just wish you all the best for the Christmas season.
Thank you very much. Thanks. You did make a wish come true to get Dylan in his chair and in a combi and everything safe.
Awesome. There we go. That is our One Wingz of Change today in proud partnership with ER24.
Ek wil net sê namens die Theart familie baie dankie vir alles wat julle vir ons doen. Julle verstaan nie wat dit vir ons beteken nie. Solank Dylan se lewe net gemaklik kan raak of kan wees, dit beteken vir ons die wêreld. Ek wil net weer eens sê baie dankie vir julle, en dan ook vir die James Kingston Foundation, en baie dankie Wingz of Change. Ons waardeer dit opreg.
From the James Kingston Charity Trust, James Kingston, myself, Peter Strydom, we just like to thank the Wingz of Change for bringing change to a family in Rustenburg. It's much appreciated, and we really appreciate people like yourselves. Thank you.